Today we're running a live coaching session. This is Jamie. Jamie's a new user to Moasure, and what I want you to do, Jamie, is to measure the area and perimeter of the gravel. All right, so just within this gravel. I'm going to watch and observe, and then we'll see if and how we can improve Jamie's technique when it comes to measuring this shape.
Okay.
I'm going to leave it with you.
All right.
Over to you. Let's have a look at what happens. So he's rotating to turn on, that's good. He's hovering, he's dithering, he's not being precise with his placement. Doesn't look like he's aligning the reference point. I'll have a chat with him about that. That doesn't look like he's chosen the right path type there. It could have been an arc, but I think he's used a trace line the way he's walked. He's obviously changing path types because he's tapping the screen. You know, with Moasure, it wants you to move quickly because error can grow over time, not distance. So if you can get further, it actually improves accuracy. Again, he's not decisive with his placements here. He needs to be quite quick, but gentle. Again, that's quite a harsh placement there. It doesn't look like he's aligned it very well. Not sure he's chosen the right place where he started. Let's have a chat with him and see how he's got on. Jamie, how did that go?
I'm a little bit out of my original starting position.
Right, okay. Let's stop the measurement, okay? So by tapping the red stop icon, you see how it's tried to close that shape for you?
Yeah.
Now, the reason that's happened is you need to remember where you start and where you finish. Also, error will grow with the amount of techniques that you do. And I can see within Moasure Coach, this is your little coach. So I know we're doing a live coaching session, but this little icon tells us ways you can improve. All right. So I'm going to have a quick look through these, and then we'll have a quick chat. So yeah, I can see there's a number of things in here. So first thing, you're gripping it too tight.
Okay.
I would recommend that you hold it between your two fingers and thumb. That lighter grip will help you. When you raise it in the air, your arm should be fairly horizontal, and when you raise it in the air, you'll be able to glide. You were sort of swinging it a little bit as you were walking. Now Moasure is consistently measuring in 3D space wherever you are, so you need to keep it smooth and steady. One of the warnings was your rotation. We'll have a look at that. And your reference point is here. That's where it's capturing the information. So when you're coming to certain parts, now I think you got it okay here, but in other areas, if you're holding it like this or placing it like that, it's capturing this point here. You need to align the reference point where you want to capture the edge of this gravel.
So it's not the centre of Moasure?
It's not the centre, it's right on this point here. Okay. So make sure that's all aligned properly. That's looking good now. So when you move along, you need to rotate it slowly, all right, but walk more quickly, and then realign it in the corner.
Okay.
So we're going to retake this measurement.
All right.
All right. I think we can improve this. The first thing I'm going to do for you is I'm going to save that. All right, and we're going to call this gravel 1. Okay. I'm going to save that into your default because that's, you can make folders, but for now we'll just save it into a default folder. Now, when you're retaking this measurement, I want you to concentrate on 3 things. All right. The first one is your pace. You're moving quite slowly along here, and in fact you're almost right down to the far end, and you need to stop and pause more frequently.
Okay.
You need to pause when it's in the green zone. Now I'm guessing you're not even seeing the green zone. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn up your volume, because you'll hear a ticking sound and it changes at the end of the green zone going into the amber zone. Try to place it when it gets to the end of the green zone on a long stretch. All right, that'll improve your accuracy. But move more quickly. So pace, move quickly. Error grows over time, not over distance. So if you can get further quicker, it will improve your accuracy.
So quickly and smooth.
Quickly, smoothly. Your second one is your placement. You were hovering, dithering. In fact, sometimes you were replacing it. It's consistently measuring that information.
Right.
Be gentle but quick. Decide, look ahead. I'm going to pause there as I walk along, place it directly down like that. All right. Now, sometimes because it wasn't keeping still, it was consistently measuring. With the sound on it, it would have been beeping at you. Quick tip, when you place it, allow it to rest into your hand. That makes it completely stationary.
Right.
All right. If you practice on gravel, you'll find it a lot easier when you're in a bit more of a rough terrain, where you want to just push it in and then let it rest in the back of your hand. That'll help it ground itself. All right. And your third one, as I think we mentioned, is rotation. Just walk quickly, rotate slowly. Do those three things, and let's have a look at what we get. All right.
And start point, I'll use a more sort of defined reference point.
Yeah, because you couldn't remember, choose somewhere that's memorable to start. So choose a corner. If you haven't got corners, obviously we have today, use a marker, you know, a flag, something that you're going to remember. But this is clearly obvious that this is a corner. If you start there, you know where to finish.
Fine.
All right.
Let's see what we can do.
Okay, let's go for it. So rotate to turn on. Okay, now it's turned red, place it into the corner. As soon as you place that, that will now, listen for the sound. You hear that? That's captured that point. It now says start measuring. Rotate slow, walk quickly. Okay, aim to stop now. See how it's just at the end of the green going into the amber? That's great, that's really good. Again, stop just before this curve, around about now. Perfect. Now, what did you do when you got to this point here?
It's a curve, so I use trace line.
Okay, trace line is not going to be your best option here. Because it's a curve, we've actually, if you scroll across your path types, you see arc. Now with the arc, it will capture that arc more perfect for you. Now it wants 3 points. That is your first measurement. All right. If we think of this as an arc, this is where it's going to end, about here. So that's going to be your third point measurement. All right. So choose your second one in the center. So walk to the center, place it down gently. Draws a straight line. Now come to here, place it gently. What happens? It's drawn an arc for you. Now move back to straight line and into this corner. That's it. Let it gently rest. And rotate slowly, again into this corner. We've got another arc here. So that's your first point. Second point in the middle there. Okay. And now back to straight line. And walk a bit quicker. You can make all up to here and stop around about here. Align it, the reference point, that's it, perfect. Now let's do this as an arc again. Second point in the middle, align it gently, quickly but gently. And into this corner here. Okay, and then straight line. Keep going to the corner. And then all the way down. You can do this in one go, walk quicker. That's it, into that corner. And remember, we finish where we started. That's it. And tap on the red stop icon. And you've got a start finish error needs to be below 1%. So the first time you were well over 1%. All right, you got so many errors it didn't even record a measurement. All right. Now you've got this down to 0.1%.
Well, I mean, that's pretty good.
So no one's going to argue with that. You've got a perfect shape here. We've got 168 square foot perimeter measurement. You can see you've got the area information on there as well. Notice how it closed perfectly this time.
Yes,
we
it
didn't
did,
have that big wide
Yeah.
gap. So what I want to get across to everyone on this live coaching session is just by looking at technique, it really can make a difference to improve your measurement skills. So what you did second time is you chose a start and finish point. You're a bit more conscious of walking a bit quicker, pausing more regularly when you got to the end of the green zone.
Yep.
And when you lifted it, you held it with a lighter grip. You rotated it a lot more smoothly. You were choosing good path type points. And then when you worked your way around and came back, you know, an error of 0.1%, no one can argue with that for somebody who's a new user. So
I'll be happy with that.
well done, Jamie.
Thank you, Simon. Appreciate
Pleasure.
it.